Exactly 12 months ago today, Manchester United registered their final away win of the 2021-22 season, beating Leeds United 4-2 at Elland Road. It was a victory that kept them fourth in the table, albeit a whopping 17 points behind leaders Manchester City at the summit. They won just 3 more matches before the curtain fell on a forgettable campaign at Selhurst Park on May 22. 12 months on from that rain-soaked victory in West Yorkshire, United's fortunes and the mood around the whole club could not possibly be any different. Not only did Sunday's 3-0 win over Leicester City at Old Trafford significantly tighten their grip on a top 4 spot, but it also moved them to within 5 points of league leaders Arsenal and just 3 points behind City in second. Though some supporters are still hesitant about getting involved in title chatter, the reality is that Erik ten Hag's men are in the title race, even if they are outsiders. They are now closer to Arsenal at the summit than they are to Tottenham Hotspur, who leapfrogged Newcastle United in the table on Sunday, in fourth. As convincing as the scoreline looked on Sunday afternoon, United, certainly in the first half, had to work hard for all 3 points. David De Gea was twice called into action, producing 2 outstanding saves to deny both Harvey Barnes and Kelechi Iheanacho, ahead of Marcus Rashford opening the scoring. After the break, however, the Reds, inspired by Jadon Sancho's introduction from the bench, had a much more composed look about themselves, dominating the game and looking as though they would score every time they got in and around the Leicester penalty area. Once Rashford netted his second of the afternoon to claim his 24th goal of the season, there was only going to be one winner. But even though Rashford's brilliance is often at the very heart of United's good fortune these days, a great deal of credit must be sent in the direction of De Gea and the defensive line in front of him. Despite Ten Hag choosing to make 3 changes to the back 4 that started against Barcelona in Spain just under 72 hours earlier, it, after weathering an early Foxes storm, was largely untroubled, dealing with everything that came its way. The win marked De Gea's and United's 10th Premier League clean sheet of the season, meaning they have already kept 2 more shutouts in the league than they managed in the whole of last season. The Reds were a defensive calamity last term, conceding 57 times in the league alone, meaning their goals conceded column of 28 this time around makes much more impressive viewing. Of the 10 clean sheets United have registered in the league this season, 6 of them have come at Old Trafford. By comparison, they only chalked up 5 clean sheets in the league on their own patch in the whole of last season. United's much improved defensive standards under Ten Hag has meant that their home form has significantly benefited as a result. The win over Leicester marked the Reds' 9th home win in 12 league outings this season, taking their tally of points won in M16 to 29. Only City have racked up more 31 on their own patch this term. By comparison, United won just 10 of their 19 home league games last season, meaning they collected just 35 points. With another 7 home games still to play, United, with the way they have turned Old Trafford back into one of the most feared grounds to visit on the Premier League circuit, should smash through that barrier with ease. Not only have United been much more efficient in getting the job done at home this season, they have also been much harder to score against. They have the joint best home defensive record in the Premier League this term, conceding just 8 goals along with Chelsea and Newcastle United. They shipped 22 goals at home last season. Considering United have not been prolific scorers this term, they have had to ensure their back four has been strong and reliable. They have become well organized, hard to beat and, for the most part, defensively sound, highlighted by the fact only Newcastle have kept more clean sheets 12 in the league this term. Working hand in hand with their impressive defensive record, United's ability to have turned Old Trafford back into a fortress has resulted in them being able to make significant progress in a very short space of time under Ten Hag. He has corrected two major flaws and used them as the bedrock of the club's resurrection.